What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button. All right, the dogs want to take over before anything. Let's go. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shar. Uh, They just totally threw me off. It's your girl, Sharon. Hit the like button, turn the notification on, and subscribe to the channel. Listen. Ain't nobody sleep with you last night, so you might as well walk on in the chat, honey, and speak, honey. Let's see who's in the chat. Let's see who's in the chat. We ain't gonna be here long. Hi, Claudia. How are you? Those dogs is acting up early in the game, child. I couldn't even. I was about to get in my groove, and there you go, barking all over the place. But anyway, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. If you are here under the sound of my voice for the first time, in between time, or maybe even been here for a while, welcome. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are sharing the video so that I can stay in the all the rhythm. All right. We're gonna jump right into it because I don't have a lot of time. Whoever's here. Whoever get here later, we'll see you when you get here. But make sure you guys are liking and sharing the live. It's important that you do. Um, we got a lot of things to talk about, so let's talk about it. First thing first, let's talk about Mr. Blueface and Mrs. Jaidyn, okay? Blueface and Jaidyn been going a little strong out here in the social media streets, okay? Strong at least to their ability, right? Because they ain't flowing like that, right? They ain't doing it like that. They okay, but they're not doing it like that. They okay for them, right? Because some of the stuff we see him do, it's like, nah, sis, he wouldn't have been able to play in my face like that, dibbling, dabbling with Chrisean. People recorded him doing people at house parties and stuff like that. Just the typical disrespectful Blueface. But for her, that's all she requires, so you get what you ask for, okay? But recently, Blueface went on a hiatus, honey, and he scrubbed his social media of any type of pictures of Jaidyn that you can think of. He has nothing but his son up there, and some music that they were doing. He scrubbed his social media. Now, if anybody's been watching him for a while, you know that he loves to brag on Jaidyn. She's going to be the next this. She's coming out with a sunglasses line. Like he got a lot of love for Jaidyn, at least where he's promoting her. Every other word is Jaidyn this, Jaidyn that, Jaidyn this, Jaidyn that. But he's not on that type time right now. And because he knows Jaidyn not really a pop backer, she's kind of quiet. She don't be telling the business unless she probably had one too many drinks. And if she had one too many drinks, she's telling it all, honey. I had to come out the sweatsuit because this sweatshirt because I was hot. But she's telling it all. So he scrubbed it. She don't have nothing to say. In the meantime, Chrisean is over there thinking she's in love. Okay. Now, people are saying, oh my God, she looks so happy. I'm just so happy for her. Y'all gotta stop playing with me, okay? Because obviously Chrisean is happy because Chrisean is thinking she's sticking to Blueface, not because she's so in love, okay? And I mentioned this briefly in my last live that you was just with Blue on Thanksgiving, and next day you was with Suave or whatever the hell his name is. You was just with him. Any man that's in the social media world would not want you after you was all over your baby daddy. But the fact that he's still all over you and he's giving you some time of the day says that he has a motive, right? He ain't gonna leave till he get everything he gotta get. He wants you to promote his music. He wanna be on the come up, right? And he's gonna use you to do so. And then we're going to, hey, how are you, Reem? What's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. But definitely, he's gonna use Chrisean as the come up. And Chrisean is like one of those people like hard head, make a soft behind, right? That kind of thing. And I really genuinely believe that she thinks she's something she's not. While we hear her rant on numerous occasions that people are using her for the clout, when the ding dong is involved, she can't seem to rationalize that this is what the people is doing. This is what the little boy is doing because she's stigmatized, if you ask me. Okay, so she's not able to think clearly because it's the ding dong involved. But if it was somebody else, y'all clout chasing off of my name, I'm just gonna have to lay back. I'm gonna have to really get my paperwork in order for the next time. So the people that's not clout chasing is clout chasing, and the people that actually is clout chasing, they not clout chasing. Now I need you to make that make sense, right? So I'm wondering, did Jaidyn, kind of like put some pressure on Blue behind the Thanksgiving, situation with her sitting all over his lap? But some people was like, well, she co-parenting with him. How y'all gonna say that man come over there? Let me tell you something, for real, for real. Like I said this before, ain't no nigga of mine. Okay, hear me closely. Ain't no nigga of mine, okay? Capitalize that thing. Going to ever go to his baby mama house. His baby mama gonna pick him up from his baby mama house that he's supposedly with. She gonna come get you. She gonna put you in her car. You gonna go spend some time over there with her and her family. In a real situation, it probably wouldn't have been a problem. But what you're going to do is you're going to drive your own dang on car, and then after you drive your own car, we're going to say about 2-3 hours, you bring your tail back home because you don't need all that time over there with her family because you ain't familying with her family, right? And y'all are known to have sex when y'all get together, so we're not going to act like sex is not happening, okay? So she was stupid when she let him get in the car with his baby mama and pull off and go to her house. That would have never happened. I said it with my whole 40 double D. Ain't no nigga of mine's getting a call with his baby mama and going to go have Thanksgiving with his baby mama when he's supposed to be home if we're going to have to work something out. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that it can't be done. I'm not, that's not what I'm saying. But we're going to have to put some type of respect on this thing. We're going to have to put some boundaries into play because you haven't given me the best reason to trust you. And rightfully so, she has every reason to put stipulations into play. Now we know she's not because Blue is running all of that. Okay, he pimping them girls out if you ask me. But I'm wondering after that whole Thanksgiving thing, did she try to put some stuff into play? And he was like, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you. And then he was like, I'm going to take you off all my social media. Now he know these girls desire to be looked at, to be, acting like they the prize. He knows that. He knows what he's doing. So he's going to starve her of him celebrating her every single day until she get the hint. Don't play with me like that. And the next time you do is going to be worse, right? He's thinking he's going to teach her a lesson right now, while Chrisean is over there thinking she's so in love. So much so, she said that she's going to remove her tattoos because now she has a reason to remove her tattoos. And I said, well, what the hell is the reason? If it wasn't for him publicly getting on the internet embarrassing you, calling you a snag a tooth chick, right? Getting on here, calling you all types of dizzy bees. The baby ain't his, showing the baby penis. Why is the ding dong the reason for you removing those tattoos? And why not him putting you on the camera drunk repeatedly, trying to destroy who you are, acting at the same time as if he loved you? And everybody in the back talking, he loved her so much he cleaned up her throw up. No, he loved her so much he humiliated her. And then he tried to act like he was cleaning up the throw up. But the better thing that he should have did was not to put the camera in her face at all. He should have got her an Uber home, went home and cleaned her the hell up and said good night to the media. But instead he didn't. So why all of a sudden now you got this ding dong, short, small, in between, or struggling a little bit? We don't know the size of the ding dong. Now all of something that's your reason for the removal of the tattoos. When he played in your face one too many times, that should have been the reason behind you removing those tattoos. But you don't care enough about yourself, and the only reason why you even do little stuff like I'm gonna get my new dude on. You got your new dude on your nails. You don't even know him enough, okay? You don't know him enough to have him on your nails, have him all over your social media. You gotta make these niggas starve. You hear me? Like I know you young, but you gotta let them starve. You can't just give them everything that you got because I trust you, baby. I know you would never do me like that, and you much different than the other one. It doesn't work like that. And I just want you to be a little bit smarter and a little bit wiser. And I know you got time. So we're trying to help you out, but you're looking real crazy out here in the street. We don't really believe that you're so in love like you're saying. You say that this is the happiest moment that you had in a long time. This is the happiest you've been in a long time, but we don't necessarily believe your reason behind your happiness is this particular dude. Now if you want to be the dead horse and try to make us believe it, that's cool, but we don't believe you and you're going to have to get somebody else to do it. Okay, so that's the whole thing with Mr. Blue and Mrs. Chrisean and Jaidyn. Allegedly, it looks like that Jaidyn and Blue has split. We don't know how long it's going to be. We just know that there's some type of level of respect because if it wasn't, we know that Blue would have got on here and aired Jaidyn out, but he loves her more than he loves Chrisean, so he's not going to air her out right now. But don't get on his bad side because we know that he's capable of it, and he definitely is a complete jerk. Okay, so toodles to them. Let's move along. Let's move along to King, Mr. Tip. Okay. Oh man, it's been a long journey. You guys know that recently, King and Tip got on it, got into it on live. King was live. He was mad that they said that he had a silver spoon in his mouth. He says, "I'm from the hood. It ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Y'all can't make me think no different. I'm a hood baby, okay?" And his parents is like, "No, he's a spoon-fed baby, and it happens to be silver. And the reason why he likes to be at his grandparents' house because she fed him with a pacifier, right?" King became offended by that, and it went from 0 to 100 real fast, okay? And things got cray cray. Since then, the internet has been trolling; it's been going crazy. But King, like I said the other day, is having some mixed emotions about what he's feeling. He says he's going to tell his story. The TV didn't give a real idea of what things is, right? And he don't care who he is. Who you are. He's standing on business, okay? And by him saying he's standing on business, since then, he's been posting clips of him and his dad, basically letting us know there's no real love lost. Don't really read into it. Me and my dad fight like everybody else fought, right? We getting through something like everybody else. But he's also saying he's going to tell a story. So I think he's torn between the two. But here's the thing. King went from 0 to 100, and people is like, Tip got, and I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of them, right? I said, Tip got every reason to be his butt. He needed it. He's disrespectful. And at the same time, he was pushing all over Tiny, right? And Tip had every right to jump in there and discipline his grown fell behind, okay? So, with that being said, now Tip is in the hot seat. And why Tip Ti is in the hot seat is because he exhibited some of that same behavior over at a club in Atlanta. Okay, and what he did was he pulled up on these party promoters that was promoting him. Hi, Demita. How are you, babes? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. He pulled up on these party promoters, young boys, right? At the club, and he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay? And when he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, he decided that look, ain't nobody in this club making no money off me and my son. Now the flyer originally, the flyer had Ti, basically kind of choking King out on the flyer, but they did not say in the flyer, the original flyer, that they will be there. They was just using them, which is it's not against the law to use a celebrity face while promoting, as long as you're not falsely advertising saying that they're going to be there when they're not. So originally they had them there on this flyer, and Tip got word of it, and he pulled up to the club. When he pulled up to the club, he acted a whole fool, just as King did when he went from 0 to 100 on his mama and his papa. Okay, so that was what he did. But I was a little embarrassed. I have to say, I was real embarrassed. Like, it was one of those church moments where the pastor says something he ain't got no business saying, child, and you wish you could jump up under the pew. Like, no, the hell, the pastor did do that, right? It was one of those moments. I was embarrassed. If nobody else was embarrassed, I definitely was embarrassed. So he pulls up, and the little boys look, I'm saying little boys because to Ti they probably were pretty young. They look scared to death. I just think a man made of that kind of money, it's a better way to do it. It's a better way to say, listen, y'all can't be eating off me. Your example, you're supposed to be an example, right? So I think the way you handle it was in poor taste. I think it was very childish. I think you could have done it better. Now, I'm not denouncing what what your intentions was, because I don't know that. But I had to say it was in poor taste. It was very immature. You could have did this. You Ti, like, you got the clout. You're known in the area. But you started telling these boys, this is my city. It's not your city. Can somebody enlighten me? It's not your city. You don't own it, right? You just happen to be well known in the Atlanta area, but it's not your city. Now, you island talking about is your city. No, Jesus created the lands and the earth, okay? So I'm just going to need you to back off of that, because you are not Jesus if you thought you was for a second. Okay, so anyway, in this whole fiesta, the original flyer had R&B, and it had them on the flyer, and it did not say they were going to be there, but they did use their picture as a promo. Ti, we're going to listen to a little bit of that. Ti going a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And you guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think about his approach. I do think that it was in poor taste. I think it could have been done better than that. And I was not impressed and I was embarrassed. I was the lady in the church sitting on the front row who now wanted to go to the back seat, the back row. Put me in the back. I'm tired of this, okay? So let's go. Nigga, you can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Ain't nobody getting nothing going. Nothing. Call who you need to call. Do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and mine on the motherfucking flyer, nigga, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me. I don't know if y'all from here, but nigga, don't play with me in this city. It's my motherfucking city. Don't play with me in this city. Nigga, you can talk to me. And today, now, first of all, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait because you not only publicly threatened these young men. Listen, if they smart, get your lawyers, round them up because that was definitely a threat. Listen, sometimes you got to make an example out of celebrities because people like Ti think that they the cream of the crop and they can't be touched and things like that. Don't happen to people like him because he has money to bury it all. Put your money where your mouth at. Y'all never have to promote another party again. If I was y'all, I would have to put my money where my mouth at and say, look, he threatened me. I was in fear for my life. That night it cost me X, Y, and Z. Look, get your story together, okay? Because he was bold enough as a whole celebrity out here, right? Known as T.I. Tip to pull up on you and then record it as if he was doing something. You're not really doing nothing. You're embarrassing yourself. So when you out here trying to defend your son or tell your son disrespectful, we don't believe you because your son get that behavior from somewhere and it just happened to be you flew off the handle and it could have been handled a better way. After he acted like a whole hyenas out here, the young boys went back and changed the flyer. And now Ti and King was hosting for the nightclub that same night. So, like I said, your approach was wrong, but you still got what you wanted. You still went, so you didn't have to do what you did because you still came back and supported the mission, the journey, the party, right? You didn't have to do it like that. So, like I said, it could have been done better. It was very distasteful, but now we know why King himself act like that. His daddy ain't got no manners, and no the hell he doesn't either. Okay, and that's just all to it. Let's move along. Let's move along. Who's next on the roster? Whoo, Mr. Diddy, Mr. Diddy, Mr. Diddy. I'm gonna be honest. I really haven't touched much on the whole Diddy situation. I'm hurt, y'all. I'm hurt. I'm hurt as Shar, right? I'm hurt as African American, right? And I'm just hurt. I know that everybody has to be held accountable for what they do, and it's everything that's done in the light must come to done in the dark must come to the light. I'm well aware of that, right? But I'm so tired of our celebrities keep trying to think that fame is going to cover you from reality, right? It doesn't work that way. Your fame is not going to cover nobody from reality. You're still going to have to be dealt with the same way that anybody would have to be dealt with for the harm and the dirt that they do. Money is not going to make it go away. And there's a time and a place where you have to be dealt with. And right now, Diddy is in a place where he's being dealt with. He's being handled. Okay. Now, people that don't understand spiritually might say the world is having its way. No, God is having his way. It's about time that he pulled the covers up off of him and expose him. That's what's going on. He's being exposed because the Bible says what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. And there's nothing new under the sun. What has been done before will be done again, right? So it's nothing new under the sun. You're not doing nothing extravagant. It's been done before. So we know that Diddy continues to lose by these sexual assault charges that he settled within 24 hours with Cassie. And because he settled, it's making him look like he did it. Now I don't know if he did or he didn't. That's his business. That's between him and Jesus, right? He settled, so it's making him look, guilty. With that being said, the allegation alone cost him pretty much everything. Diddy is done the hell up. Right now, I don't give a dang on how you spend that thing. He's done. We can say finite together, okay? um, we can say finite together because he's done. Since these allegations, we know that he has stepped down from the network Revolt. He stepped down as the chairman, I believe it. Well, yeah, as the chairman. And he stepped down because it's not looking good for him, right? With that being said, 50 Cent continued to troll, and 50 Cent, says, you know, are y'all surprised? Diddy temporarily stepped down um, as the chairman of Revolt and woke up to sexual assault lawsuit. Okay, 50 Cent says, "I'll buy it from you, Playboy, for a low because the Cadillac and AT&T going to pull out, which means he's calling his bluff. This is just the beginning." Cadillac and AT&T is about to tear your behind up, honey. He says, "I'll give you a few dollars for it now. Sell it to me, then we can be friends. I'm serious. Call me." Okay. And I just was like, now 50. Why are you telling this man to call you? He going through all types of hell. He out here in these streets stressed out, honey. They got pictures of him looking like it's his last days. I'm just saying, honey. He's struggling. Demonic karma is hitting him hard. He is getting everything he deserves, and it is right. I listen. It's only the beginning. It's happening right now. Since then, also, Capital Preparatory Charter School has ended their partnership with Diddy. We firmly believe it is in our best interest of our organization, health, and future. Okay, so he's being, his butthole is being ripped out right now, honey. He's in pain. Okay. And this is what they had to say. It says the following comprehensive evolution decision has to be made to end the partnership between Capital Preparatory Schools and Sean Combs. While this decision was not made likely, we firmly believe it is in the best interest to our organization, health, and future. And it has the individual and the founder of the preparatory school. So they're not playing with him. And like 50 Cent just said, and 50 Cent is making a joke out of it. But listen, sell everything you got right now for a good price because, baby, more is coming. They're going to rip the hell out of you, okay? It's only a matter of time before they rip your butthole out and it's already stinging and burning. You can't even use the bathroom because they tearing your A up, okay? So I just say, and Diddy is denying all of the allegations of all the people that came out recently saying that, he sexual assaulted them. He's denying it still. But the problem is if he pay everybody off, then he'll be broke. Okay. And it might, is probably not in the best interest that he do that anyway, right? He might have to hit some of this stuff head on. I'm not saying that he didn't, that he did it to all these people. I don't know. But listen, where there's one, there is millions. So listen, we're gonna sit back and we're gonna wait. Um, and we're gonna watch it all play out. But this is what happened when you think you're untouchable. And Diddy has a mentality and an attitude about him saying that he's untouchable. Like he really think he could fly, honey. He think he could fly, and the love is gonna get him where he needs to get. Okay. Let me mention that there's the allegation going out that, and I don't believe it, so let me just clear that up right now. But I want to mention it really quickly because Tip has since responded to it, and so did Tiny. Um, and it's allegation going out that Tip is not King Daddy. That boy look identical to him and Tiny, honey. I don't even know who got the most genes because it's identical. I did not believe it. Since then, Tiny has come out and says, "I don't even know the man y'all talking about. No disrespect to him, but y'all better stop playing with my mans like that. Stop playing with me like that. Okay? Don't play with my family like that." So she cleared the air smooth across. Okay? And Tip also, because there's so much going on in the internet, he responds and he says, "F what the internet is talking about. The H family tied like a knot. We all we got for life. I'm a ride to the heavens or the depths of hell about my junior, and ain't nothing going to change that." Now tune into the new episode of the Goat Talk with me and my junior. He tags King in it. Um, it's out now on Complex. So listen, it ain't stop no business for them. Although him and King got into it, he's saying basically stop playing with me. Me and my junior is not, locked in. And ain't nobody can change that. And I definitely understand that. But don't forget to whip his tail while you're doing so. Because as long as you continue to whip him, then eventually he'll straighten the hell up. But if you guys continue to pacify his behaviors, I can guarantee you won't get very far. Okay, so think we covered everything and everybody. We got a little bit of Diddy. We got a little bit. And you guys didn't watch the video that I just dropped about Keke Palmer. Take it up with the neighborhood talk because I see a lot of people saying, sis, research this. I don't have to research it because the neighborhood talk is talking about it. So is Tasha K. Big platforms are talking about Keke Palmer reportedly dropped the restraining order. She didn't drop everything else, but she dropped the restraining order against her baby daddy. She said that she want to handle it privately through mediation. Okay? Listen to the video I just dropped prior to this live, and you guys can get a little bit more insight of my insight about it. Because I'm not going to go backwards into it. But listen, she says that she dropped it for whatever reason. I don't know if it's paperwork signed. We'll find out later what the reason is behind it. But this is the reported news that she has indeed dropped the restraining order for this young man. It's just my baby daddy type of energy, okay? Listen, that's my time. I thank you all for joining. Everybody that came in, hit the like button. If you come later, make sure you hit the like button, share the live so people can know I'm over here doing some amazing things. And your girl can stay in all the rhythm. We got a long journey, but not too much longer. January 11th will be here soon. And we rocking and we rolling. Until then, I'm going to be faithful what God has given me. All right. Until next time, checkmates. Bye.